I recently bought CreateStudio free because I saw their ads everywhere and I wanted to test it out for myself. And so in this video, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about CreateStudio free, how it works, who it is for, and whether or not it's worth the $67 investment. We are going to take a look at all the 3D characters, how to customize them, the 2D characters and the backgrounds, how to animate anything using keyframes, adding professional AI voiceovers to your animation videos, as well as the Doodle Builder, the templates, and so much more. Now, I bought the standard package for $67. There are a few upsells that I'll show you at the end of this video, but everything that I'm going to demonstrate in this video can be done with this one-time deal of $67. And if you want to get that same deal, I'll leave a link below in the video description where you can get it, as well as free additional bonuses from me that I put together for you that you get for free when you buy it via my link. So let's open up CreateStudio free, and the first thing you need to know is that there's 3 ways you can start creating a new video. First, there's the templates, where you can find one that suits your needs by browsing the categories. You can use the search function, you can filter by aspect ratio, and you can favorite the ones you like. Here's a preview of some of my favorite templates. I think templates are a great way for when you want to get started quickly in just a few clicks, or maybe if you just want some inspiration for what to create. Everything in these templates can be customized, so it's completely up to you how creative you want to be with them. Now, the second way to start a new video is with the Lightning Builder. This is basically a way for you to quickly build your own custom template by choosing a few scenes, like mini templates, and you can add them all together into your project. So you start by choosing your aspect ratio, then you choose a style for your video, then you can choose an opener, some content, problem, solution, benefits, call to action, whatever you want. You can also just choose the same ones a few times if you want. And when you're satisfied with your mini templates, just click on Go to Editor to start the editing process. And the third way to start a video is simply by creating a new project, and then you'll start from scratch. Pretty self-explanatory. Alright, so let's get into the 3D characters. So as you can see here, we got a section that says 3D Creator and one that says Characters. Under the 3D Creator, this is where we can customize our characters, which I'll get to in just a second. First, let's get into the characters. And here we have all the characters from the 3D characters, as we can see right here. We also got the 2D characters categorized in different categories, depending on their style. We also got the doodle characters and additional characters such as the bobbleheads. And again, I'll show you the different styles of these 2D characters as well when we get to it. Now let's get into the 3D characters. And as you can see, as I scroll, there's a ton of characters. So once you've found one that you like, you just drag them onto the timeline or the canvas, and then we can start adding animations. Let me just change the background color real quick so it's easier to see. All of these characters can be animated, and as you can see here, we have a long list of animations. We can choose one, or we can choose multiple by selecting Add New, and the animations will seamlessly go together here on the timeline. You can make them longer, you can make them shorter. You can right click and disable the start of it or the end of it. So instead of her standing in an idle position and then starting the wave, you can also just right click and just disable the start animation, and then she just instantly is waving like this. Now, I promised I'd show you all the 3D characters, so here I just put together a little edit so you can see them all being animated. And all the characters have a long list of general animations you can have them do, but each character also has a set of exclusive animations. For example, the gym guy, he can do different exercises like bicep curls, flex his muscles, push-ups, sit-ups, running, etc. The mechanic can fix a car. The chef can do different animations for cooking food. The business guy has some cool money-related animations, and so on. And all of these characters are included in the $67 version, so you don't have to pay extra for them, which is nice. There's a lot, so actually most of them are included. There will be a little bit of extra if you want to upgrade to the upgrades, but most of them are in the standard version. Now let's go to the 3D creator so I can show you how to customize your 3D characters. And then after that, I'll show you how to animate anything using keyframes, which is probably one of the most important features of the software. So I'm really looking forward to showing you that. For now, let's go ahead and check out the customization. So under 3D creator, we have the customizable 3D characters. We have a female character, male character, little boy, little girl, some characters without a body. And this Leo guy, which is a bigger guy, is a new character that just came out actually after I purchased it. Then he just appeared. So this is a brand new character. They always add new. And so let's try and customize this guy. So once you drag the character onto the canvas, it also appears here on the timeline, as you can see. And when you click on it, we have the ability to customize. Here we can change the actions, and we can also save some presets, which we have created earlier. So let's just start from the beginning and change the appearance. We can change the top, different options here. Maybe we want a gym top. We can do a chef's jacket. Different options available. Let's go with maybe like a classy shirt. Then we could go to the bottoms, change to anything we want. Let's go with some jeans. On the shoes, we can choose different types of shoes, as you can see here. Hats, we can choose different styles. Let's do a cap. We can also change the hair. Well, now I have a cap on. Let's remove the cap. Click none here. Let's change the hair. Also, let me just drag it so we can see it a little bit better. If we want to rotate the character, we can click here on rotate, and then we can see from different perspectives right here. Okay, let's go with that. Glasses. We can change the facial hair. We can change the eyebrows. We can add accessories. And here we can add multiple at once. We can also add a logo to the shirt, if we want that. Or any picture for that matter. So under colors, we can change every color from the shirt to the skin tone, to the pants, to the shoes, to the glasses, basically everything. So perhaps we want to change the ethnicity, maybe to a darker one. So now it's a black guy. And we can also change the hair color to make him look a little bit older. Same goes for the shirt. And you know, you can be creative with it, as much or as little as you want. If you find a look that you like and you want to save it for later, you can just right click and click on Save as Preset. And then we have presets right here. So anytime you want to use that same customization, you can just do that here. Let's add a background and add a new character. So under backgrounds, we can go here, we can click 3D. And then we can choose a fitting background. Let's just pick something here. And we just gotta rearrange it on the timeline so the character is here. Let's add the woman here. So I'm just quickly gonna finish this customization here so I can show you this little feature. With this, you can customize any of the actions with a facial expression. So you can simply click on the action for this character and then we choose any of these emotions. So if I add a few of the same actions, like the idle one, and then change the emotion, you can see what that looks like. Right now I'm just doing with the idle action and changing the emotions, but you can customize any of the actions with these emotions on these 3D characters. So now I'm going to show you how you can animate anything in CreateStudio Free using keyframes. And this is really important to know if you want to create engaging and professional looking videos, but also if you want to just customize the templates that are available within the software. So allow me to demonstrate. First, we're going to go ahead and create a rectangle by clicking this plus button. And I'm gonna size it up. Then I'm going to add a circle. And that's right here. Let me just change the color. This is to demonstrate how it works. So I'm going to click on the circle. I want to animate it and move it around. So I'm going to click on Add Animation right here. And what we have here is first properties. This is what we want to animate. We can animate all of these things. For this demonstration, I'm going to click the position. That's all I want to animate. Now, once I have done that, as we can see here now, there has been keyframes added to the circle. So that's these little things. When you see this icon, that's a keyframe. So I can click on that and I can move the circle. And that means this is the end position of the keyframe. So when I play this back, it starts in the middle and goes to the right. I can also click here on the first part of the keyframe, move it to the left, make sure that it's on the right. As you can see, there's a little snap with the purple line. So I know it's in the right place. And then I can see that it's animating from left to right. If you noticed, it's also going smooth. It's a smooth transition. If I want to change the transition, I can double click on the keyframe and then I can change the easing as well. So that's a linear, just straight line. This is a smooth one, that's the one by default. And there's other different types of animations that you can see here that we can choose from. Very easy to do, and this is actually pretty hard to do in normal editing softwares like Adobe Premiere Pro or all the other standard ones. Very complex, but this software makes it super simple, so I really like that. It's very intuitive. We can also animate any text, for example, make our own little visual effect on the text that gives it a little pop. Oh, and by the way, there's a really nice selection of fonts pre-installed, which we can see right here. And we can also choose any Google font we want and download them with one click for free. This time, let's add a new animation for scale, and then we set the second keyframe to just a little bit higher. And then we add another scale animation to bring it back to the starting position. And now as I play it back, we can see it does like a little pop. Now, you don't have to do this with text because there's a lot of pre-made text in the studio. When you click here, you can go to animated titles, and all of these are custom animated or basically pre-animated for you. And you can use them, change the text, you can even change the animations. Now that you know how to use the keyframes, you can customize them to your own needs. So any of these and all of these animated titles are basically just keyframes with texts and shapes and stuff like that. When it comes to making characters walk, you apply the same concept, because just adding the walking animation to the character doesn't make them automatically start walking. You have the control over how far they'll walk and for how long. You can also take your animations a step further using the camera feature, which allows you to zoom in and move the camera around on the canvas, like this. As a member of CreateStudio, you'll have access to a big library of tutorials that covers many of the useful little techniques you can use to make your videos look engaging and professional. And as you can see here, there's a tutorial on how to make characters walk. So I recommend watching that if you want to do this for your own video. There's also a Facebook group available to members where you can draw inspiration and ask questions if you have any at any time. Now, let's move on to the rest of the review, and I'm going to show you the Doodle Builder. Alright, so now I'm going to show you the Doodle Builder and how you can doodle anything you want, whether it's whiteboard style, blackboard style, anything you want. So the first thing you want to do is go to the studio, and then you can scroll down to the section that says Doodle. Here we have a few categories. We have the Doodle characters. We have some icons, effects, transitions, and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and pick an animated Doodle character. And this works like any other character. You can animate them exactly how you want. And for this demonstration, I'm going to have him just stand still. Then we're gonna draw him, and then after that, he's just gonna do an animation. For example, a wave, like this. So first, in order to draw anything, we're going to go to Effects and Components, and there's a doodle effect that we're gonna apply to the stickman. So once you do that, you have a few settings under the doodle setting. And here you can change the hand, you can change the size of the hand, and a lot of other things, including the drawing path, which is automatically set to automatic, but you can change it to manual. And we're going to do that, in this case, for the doodle character, because when we click play, it's gonna look rushed and not realistic. So in order to change it, we are going to click where it says drawing here, and then we're going to manual. We're going to click on edit path. And as you can see, this is the automatic path. Don't worry about that. If it looks confusing, you can just click clear. Now it's not so confusing, and then you can see. So in order to change the drawing path, all we gotta do is control click and then in the direction that we want. Now this is obviously way too big for the draw size, so let's change it to 100. And also, let's just zoom in a little bit. So again, we can go ahead and hold down control, click, and then we're going to just roughly select where we want the drawing to start and where we want it to go next. And then we're gonna take the other arm, the left leg, and the right leg. So now that I have that, I can go ahead and play it and see how it looks. Now what we have here is a more realistic drawing of the stickman. Text is super easy to doodle because you don't have to do like I did before. Write your text, and then effects and components, add it to the text, the doodle effect to the text, and it's set to automatic by default, and that actually looks good in my opinion. You see? So that's all there is to it for the drawing path. That's pretty easy to do. You can also do it on a blackboard, and the way I found this blackboard, by the way, is I went here to media, and then I went to Pixabay, because CreateStudio is integrated with all the major royalty-free images and video sites. So I can just go here and I can type in blackboard, and I just pick this one, but I can click on anything, it's gonna download, and then it's going to be in the media. But I have this one, go here, add it to the canvas, and then you can select a font that looks like chalk. Now, I had to Google which font look like chalk, and I figured out it's called Frederica something the Great. That looks like chalk. So now we have this, we can write some text, go to the doodle effect, add it here. And then all we gotta do is just change the hand. So there's many hands to choose from. This is like a chalk. No, that's not a chalk. This is a chalk. So now when we play back, we have a blackboard animation style. Moving on to the 2D characters. I want to show you these quickly, as promised, and then after that I'll show you how to create AI voiceovers and some tips on that. And lastly, I'll cover the upgrades to CreateStudio, as well as my bonuses that you get for free when you get CreateStudio via my link. Also, if you have any questions I haven't covered yet, please feel free to leave a comment and ask down below, and I'll get back to you ASAP. And I'd appreciate a like on this video as well, if you enjoyed it. So, when it comes to 2D characters, there's a different few styles to choose from. The biggest category is in the Supreme category. So as I scroll down here, you can see all the characters, and you get all of them for free with the $67 version. Here's a little bit of a preview to show you how that style looks like. I think that's a very good selection. There's also some backgrounds in the Supreme category, and all of these backgrounds, or at least most of them, are pretty much customizable in the terms that you can actually go ahead and move stuff around. So for example, this home office, you can see we can actually move things around, and it's vector based, so you can delete anything that you don't want or even change the color. So that's probably the biggest category in the standard version. There's also this one called Startup Team. You have a few characters, and I'll play it so you can see it's a different style. Not too much to choose from, but it is something. Then we have the minimal style, and here we have 6 characters. And another cool style that you can choose from, if that fits your project. Here's another style called Flow. There's a bit more to choose from. And I think that looks good too. Other than that, we got the classy style, which is primarily for the upgrade, which I'll show you in a second here. But that's pretty much it. We got some animals, we got bobbleheads, where you can put any face on some characters. And the last part is just scenes. You'll have to try it out yourself if you want to go through this. I cannot cover everything, unfortunately, but that is the best way to learn. Anyways, so the last thing we'll cover in this review before we get into the upgrades is the voiceover part. Whether you make videos for your own YouTube channel, social media, business, or for clients, you need a good voiceover. I'd recommend using 11 Labs as it's the best on the market right now, and it's free to get started. Now, I personally prefer to just use the 11 Labs website to create my voiceover and then import them into CreateStudio. But CreateStudio does have an integration with 11 Labs, so you can use it directly from within the software. You'll have 3,000 characters on the standard package, as you can see here, and you can buy more from CreateStudio for a one-time fee, but I think it's cheaper to buy more credits from the official 11 Labs website from your own account, and they even let you start for free with 10,000 characters a month as I'm making this video. My next video is gonna be about 11 Labs, so I'll leave a link to that in the description below once it's been uploaded. Now, let's hear a few of the AI voices, and then I'll generate a voiceover from a script that I made to show you how it sounds.
The thing always happens that you really believe in, and the belief in a thing makes it happen.
The world is round, and the place which may seem like the end may also be the beginning.
As an organizer, I start from where the world is, as it is, not as I would like it to be.
Just trust yourself, then you will know how to live.
I have never been hurt by anything I didn't say.
In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on.
You can also lip sync these voices with the 3D characters with just one click.
G'day mate, I'm Jack, one of the amazing customizable 3D characters inside CreateStudio.
And one last thing, I also automatically speak with any voiceover. Just right click on your voiceover and click sync to character.
So, I've got a script here that I put together for this template about selling videos to clients, which you can do too, by the way, with CreateStudio. So let's put it in and hear how it sounds.
This is an animated explainer video, and today you can get one too at 50% off. Whether it's our 3D, 2D, or doodle animation style video, we do every step of the creative process with you, so you're guaranteed to be satisfied with the final video. Check out our website for more details and claim your 50% discount today.
Now, obviously I would have to edit the template to have the final video ready, but as you can see, it can be done pretty quickly, and once it's done, I think it will look really good. Now, I wish I could show you everything about CreateStudio, but there's just simply too much stuff to cover in one video, and they also keep adding new stuff all the time. Right after I got done with recording this AI voiceover demonstration, I got a prompt to update the software. And now we have a new element in the studio called Boost, which has a lot of cool elements like animated backgrounds, animated interface elements, animated infographics, and this YouTube-like animation, which I was actually looking for earlier when I asked you to like the video. And we haven't even talked about the progress bar, the typewriter effect, the scroll stoppers, the music library, the transitions, and all the other effects and components, because this video would be an hour long if we had to cover everything. So I would recommend that you buy it for yourself and play around with it yourself. That's the best way to see if it's for you. I highly recommend it. I think it's a solid software and it's absolutely worth the $67 and more, I would say. So to get started with CreateStudio today, simply click the link below in the video description. This link will take you to my bonus page where you can see the free bonuses that you get from me. And all you have to do to get these is to buy CreateStudio via this green button on my page. And it will take you to the sales page. Then you simply purchase it. And on your receipt, you can then access your software here, and my bonuses can be accessed right here through this button. As mentioned earlier, there will be some upgrades available to those who want even more stuff beyond what we've covered in this video. So I'll give you an overview of what those upgrades are, and then that's it for the review. So we got CreateStudio for $67 here, which is what we've talked about today. And then they've got an upgrade available to customers called All Access Pass, which is a membership on either a monthly or a yearly subscription. And this gives you access to all those golden crown elements, as well as new stuff every month, like additional AI voiceover credits, automatic AI background removal, and AI automatically generated captions. When I bought CreateStudio, they didn't ask me to upgrade to this All Access Pass. Instead, they had two one-time offers available. The first one is kinda like the All Access Pass, with just a one-time payment of $97. You get all the golden crowns unlocked, and it's a one-time payment instead of a monthly payment. The second one-time offer is a training course on 4 ways to turn your videos into cash. Whether you want to make money on YouTube, Udemy, with video sales letters or video ads. Additionally, there's also 2 workshops included, one on starting and scaling a video agency and a YouTube masterclass. So with this, you'll know exactly what to do with CreateStudio in order to make money with it. With this upgrade, you also get a video marketing software you can use to host your videos on your own or clients' websites with clickable buy buttons and opt-in boxes inside the video. And as you can see here, the price for this upgrade is $49. These 2 offers is what I saw when I bought CreateStudio for myself, but they could have changed things up by the time you're watching this video, so I'm not gonna dive too deep into this. In conclusion, CreateStudio is absolutely worth the $67 investment, and even without the upgrades, you can make high-quality, professional-looking videos for a lifetime without a big learning curve. So if I were you, I would get this deal while it's still available and try it out for yourself. And if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll get back to you soon. I'll talk to you later.